Yeah, so I
Okay.
start with the sword. It's just not even on Uncle.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. So it's even easier to set up the tree pulls. If you kill four things, I try to remember. I always forget whether it's tier 2 or tier 3. It's either four enemies killed and taking damage is tier 2, I think, and
Yeah.
four without taking damage is tier 3, or vice versa, one or the other. Um, so like an open assured start, you can actually set up a tier 2 going into uh, either the Lost Woods for like the mushroom spot in the drop down, or up to Lumberjack. There's also never any real guarantee that tier 2 is going to be better than tier 1. It's just that tier 1 is easier to set up like on the fly. So
Yeah.
um, setting up a tier 1's pretty routine. You can use the sign on the way to the Lost Woods. You can use the sword to kill one of the green guards. You can even kill the bird in the woods before you get to the thief, and then you just pull that tree, and there's a just a free extra opportunity in addition to like those two couple items, and or trying to see if like maybe the guards are in the bomb pack, something like that.
Oh, I see.
Um, yeah, just maybe you get a lucky drop, and um, just those are just like the tiny little things at the especially at the very beginning, because like in an open mode, Kaz boots. Um, if you can get those like resources to make Kakariko more lucrative, as you noted, make it easier and not be gambling, dropping into the well without bombs or et cetera, et cetera. It's always good, and it's especially when you have like an assured weapon, and it can be pretty quick. Spin a tackle, kill a green guard, um, just to see. Maybe he drops a bomb, and then it gives you a little information for the remainder of the seed too, that guards and other enemies in that enemy group will be dropping things from the bomb pack.
I see. There's. What was I gonna say? Yeah. So I used to again, like, I'm willing to take whatever advice you have, but I guess last. Oh, hold on 1 second. Yeah, the other mentor was asking about the category. Uh,
Yeah, that's what it used to be for for this.
the attorney doc did tell us to use co-op. Unless, yeah, let me check really quick. But I'm pretty
I
sure. I'm
think you're
pretty sure.
correct. I remember. I think I remember Lamaga mentioning that when they did the big overhaul to race time earlier this year or last year. A
Oh,
lot
I
of
see.
things changed.
Not research schedule. Where's the rules at? There they are. Yep. Uh, beat the game co-op. Beat the tournament. Yeah. Okay, so we're good. Oh. Okay, so yeah, up until last week, I would always. Oh, my mic's quiet. Thank you. I would always try to go like check check lumberjack every time, but
Hmm.
I've been told that some people like to forgo that. So I'm definitely willing to like skip lumberjack for now and then go back later if you think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I think in Kaz boots, it makes total sense because you're closer to that potentially being a thing than than you are even in this mode with a assured sword. Um, I will usually eschew it in an open mode, because I think by the time that it becomes relevant, I think you're going to have an opportunity to check it, either check it or be in a position that it's kind of ruled in as a primary option, or you're going to be able to route it in a little more efficiently. Like the upside to doing it early is there's the potential for positive information disparity, and that you might have it, your opponent might not. Obviously, the downside is if it's crap, it's just time that you're not really gaining anything from.
Yeah.
So again, though, if it makes you feel comfortable to do it, like there's no real problem in doing it. It usually doesn't have massive benefit very early in a seed, though.
I see.
And I guess the other upside to doing it like directly after escape in Kaz boots is you're coming out of Sank, you're doing Bonkrox, you can go north, do your secondary tree pull, check Lumberjack, and then go into the woods and set up a tier 1. So you're also gaining additional information and potentially resources too. Whereas here, you can set up a tree pull before going north, but it is significantly more time consuming. Whereas in like Kaz boots, you're building up that the amount of enemies that you've killed prior to exiting Sanctuary.
I see.
Will you be sharing screen in Discord?
Oh yeah, sorry about that. Forgot about that.
I just wanted to make sure.
Thank you. Totally forgot.
Yeah, I have your screen up on the side too, but obviously there's a delay for streaming. There we go.
Yeah, let me know if that's working.
Looks good to me.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Discord's been doing some dumb stuff for me recently. Glad it's working.
And I have my own tracker, so that's all good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm using an auto tracker just because. I mean, I'm fine with tracking it by hand, but I don't know. Auto tracking it's just so much easier.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we're both ready to, but I'm gonna give it a couple minutes. To be official. I'll wait till 9. Ask him again, and then I'll force start.
Okay.
Oh, he said we could start before 9 if we want.
If you're good with it, I have that up on the side too. But I won't be looking at it during the race.
Okay, I'm gonna force start.
All right, sounds good.
Are you sure you want to do that? Yes. Okay. Oh, very nice.
Yeah, nice bombs and Sank.
We got 736. Tier 1 is also very nice.
Yeah, most definitely takes 7 bombs.
Okay, 1
And reminder, you have the sword at the start, so it's faster than picking up the bushes.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I actually forgot already.
I mean, can't tell you how many times that's happened to me, especially in retrants where you start with the sword. It's a sank item. I should be able to get bottle guy money by the time this is done. That's dancing lady.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, that was just the wrong door. No idea what I was doing there.
I usually wind up doing that kind of thing after I've played a bunch of cross keys and played non-entrance mode. It's like, all right, we're going in everything. It's like, wait a minute, not today. Okay.
Yeah, I have played a bit of cross keys. It's pretty fun, but like, I'm trying to. I'm wondering if maybe I've cross polluted my brain with, you know, using cross key strategies in open and maybe going. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, sometimes you want to like do stuff in cross keys that just doesn't make any sense at all in open, and especially with like breaking logic and what have you.
Yep. That makes total sense.
Money. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna do South Shore after the village. After that is, geez, lots of money.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes. I'll probably try to talk through it, but I'm absolutely open to suggestions on routing. And more bombs. Yeah, I do get kind of like shiny object syndrome when I look at my tracker. I'm like, oh well, there's green there, so I'll just go this way.
Green dot. Follow green dot. Yeah, this cat kind of sucks.
Yeah.
God, this cat's pretty bad. Yeah, how do you normally route South Shore? In terms of like, where do you start? I guess the main question is regarding Dam and Agina.
I usually go Dam and then go east. I've heard some people do. I think last week my mentor told me to do Dam and then Agina, but I don't remember why.
It's mostly to avoid isolating Agina too hard, especially in a seed like this is shaping up early on, where you've come out of CAC with nothing. So you have no pieces of Dark World access, you have no actual direction. It can be very easy to be like, yes, the dense play is Dam 2. That's a nice land. Interesting.
So I probably should not have rushed the race game, but I think it's fine because what was I going to say? Wow, nice. I haven't really gotten very many items so far.
Yeah. It's in that situation, it probably is still faster or on the average to peak it, because if it's nothing, it is even more of a time burn without boots.
Yeah.
With boots, it's obviously quicker to bonk the hole in Brother's house, quicker to get through parts of the maze. But the logic is sound, though. There was nothing in CAC until that lamp. And yeah, that's early. That plus second sword would definitely be putting Aga on the radar pretty hard here.
Yeah.
There is no real reason to rush it right now, because mostly because you have no Moon Pearl. So you can't even do anything unless Pearl's on Pyramid Ledge. You can't do a darn thing.
Yeah.
but that's basically, it's just like, okay, we're starting to think about what has started to open up right now, and just slight when you're walking up there, just slight little hesitation, like pixel to the right, pixel to the, it doesn't even have to be ultra precise, can allow you to avoid the bird as it goes around. So
Oh,
you
I
take a
see.
little bit less time than swiping at it. All right, well that's done. Okay. Good thing is that check won't burn you. Outside is we've gotten a lamp and
Oh,
bombs.
I'm still gonna do South Shore for now. I guess
Oh, yeah, I absolutely think that's the call.
I guess one thing that kind of um, I wonder about is like when is I could never figure out like when's a good time to do escape. Um,
So let's say that right now, I mean, I think there's a decent chance that Mini Moldorm Cave will have something that gives direction, but let's say it doesn't. Let's say that Ice Rod Cave doesn't. I would highly consider checking Saha first, and then planning to. Um, okay, nice glove. Nice. Nice. Yeah. I got overkill. Um, put Zora in logic. That's fine. Then planning to pair up Uncle, Escape, and Aga. Because right now I would not want to go do Front of Escape without then going to beat Aga. Just to save that additional trip. But like Saha's 3 items.
so should I do Back of Escape next and then?
Yeah, I would absolutely do back. Yes, that's a very good call. Because there's no guarantee that you're actually going to be able to access it from the front either. So that's a good trio of checks, and it gives you information too.
And then
Yeah, and
I
obviously
probably
the small
do,
keys here, we do Dark Cross.
yeah. So I guess my plan right now is Back of Escape and then Sahasrara and then the castle. Unless you think going up the mountain before I even attempt the castle is better.
That is honestly truly a matter of preference. I have absolutely no problem with getting the save and quit point up on the mountain. That's going to have value later. Those 2 checks are in logic.
I see.
So, there's definitely, the check that's in logic right now that's not good is Zora.
Okay.
That's just a really bad check. Fortunately, you have money, but it's slow. It's slow and bad right now.
Yeah.
Saha, you'd really love to have a bow before you go over to Saha, and be able to do that with Eastern. You may not have that luxury. I think it's a matter of preference. Okay, so there's 3 items in the front. So that's 5 items in the front of the castle. Honestly, any play is legitimate. That's good. Good knowledge there of that 50-50 rock. That didn't pay out, but. And in this situation, like if say you had a bow, which we don't right now, but if you did, the faster play, especially with the faster play with the glove, is to go all the way right and go up and do Eastern first and do Saha after.
Yeah.
But we don't really have that luxury. We'd love to skip Saha.
Ooh.
This is one of those just toss-up calls, like whatever you feel more comfortable with in terms of. in terms of thoroughness, no. Since we're starting here and going up the mountain, this is when we make the lumberjack check.
I see. Okay.
Because there's no better time. The only other time you'll be potentially up in this area is to check bumper ledge in the dark world, and you may not even have a mirror at that point. So
Yeah.
right now.
Oh, that'll help.
Yep. Crabs dropping. Okay. So on your way back down, let's kill something and then do a tier 1. That way you get your bombs back. That's a
Ew.
bow. That is a bow. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so that increases the chance that Aga is required, if not for Dark World, then for potentially that bow. It could just be your silvers that might not be gotten. But...
Oh, I see.
It also would definitely make me think, though, that probably not finding a bow to make Eastern completable right now. So as such, and having already gone to Saha, I would probably be just planning to suck it up and go do Uncle, do Front of Escape.
Yeah.
And then make the Aga play. You know, if it winds up being unnecessary for Dark World access, well, that's unfortunate, but we also have a glove and no other pieces of Dark World access right now.
Yeah.
Alright.
Good. Well, I guess that was counterproductive because it wanted Death Warp. Whatever.
Yeah, especially when you're on blue mail is nice. I will never turn down mail upgrades.
Yeah.
But it's alright. I still have to check Uncle.
Thank you. I should have went to the right. Where isn't that faster to go?
I think it's faster with boots.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure. Otherwise, I've never really timed it. I don't think that there's a marked difference. Nice early ice rod.
Yeah, thank you. That's one less thing I gotta worry about. Thank you, game. For throwing us a bone. Might as well just fill up my bombs. Yeah, I guess I could try to take some intentional damage, but I won't go out of my way that much. I'll just bump into the ball and chain guard a few times.
Yeah, the ball and chain and the green guard are now going to be doing the exact same amount of damage anyway. So, as will all of these guards.
Oh, I see.
Because you're on blue. Because you're on blue mail. Yeah. So it's just.
Oh, forgot I was going to kill him with the spin. All good.
There's a lot of money in this scene.
Oh yeah, we are rolling in money.
There's no logical purpose, unfortunately. But
I think I might have got at least 3 of the 300s, maybe all 4. I can't remember.
Yeah, there have definitely been at least 3. It's pretty stacked. I mean, at least you don't have to worry about that.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, okay. That sounds pretty good. Alright. So, let's obviously see what shows up down here. Assuming we get through this. Don't get in the way, green guard, please. Green guard, please. Yeah, you might as well just kill him and let the green guard do the work. Green guard is relentless. That's why they pay him the big bucks. Okay. So Pearl's a really nice thing to find here. Because obviously the worry about being, and I wouldn't call this hyper aggressive with Aga either, because you don't really have that much left. But it is still aggressive because he did not check Zora, did not go into Eastern.
Yeah.
But the good thing is you don't have to worry about beating Aga and then getting stranded in the Dark World and having to backtrack for Pearl or something to access Pearl, maybe on the other side of the mountain. Do you know the dinner bell strategies here? There you go.
Yes.
You do know that. Awesome. Yeah, so after Aga Tower, you really still don't have that many options.
I was personally thinking of going to Pod, but I don't know, whatever you think is best.
Obviously there's the tough thing about Pod is it could very easily be bow locked, but we do know where one bow is, so it feels like that's less likely. It isn't hard to get back to Dark World. I think in this specific scenario, I would probably beat Aga, see what the item is on the pyramid ledge, and then probably take it to Catfish because that check is going to kind of be out there.
I see.
Otherwise, if Catfish has anything of significance, then you can do a little bit more. If it's nothing, it's a really bad check that you've gotten out of the way pretty quickly, as in relative terms, and then you can opt to make the play to Pod. The downside right here is that again, there's just like your options are exclusively that, right? It's go to Catfish or go to Pod in the Dark World.
Yeah.
And I don't think that it's necessarily wrong to go to Pod because, again, the information you have about the bow would make me believe that it's less likely to be bow locked, but that's not a guarantee. So if that's the call you want to make, that's very legitimate. Got that.
Maybe I could do Catfish first because it's not like. See, I don't even know like what. I'm just kind of spitballing. I'm not even sure which is better. What was I gonna say? I guess Pod is one of those dungeons where it's like, if I skip it, it sometimes can, hose you later if you skip it.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think it's. See, in this situation, I don't think it. If you opt for Catfish, I don't think you're skipping Pod. I think you're making the call to eliminate a bad check that is in logic, and you have very few things that are known to be in logic right now.
Yeah.
And you need, there's something somewhere in this small cluster of checks that's going to open the seed a good amount. That it is basically that, like eliminating a very bad check that is going to be exceptionally difficult to route back in later. And then if it's nothing, Pod is really not that hard to get back to. And even if it's something, it might be something that makes Pod better.
Come on, Hammer. Oh, well, can't argue with that.
No, that's going to make life a lot easier in the seed. Boy.
Whoop. You jerk. I knew that was going to hit me.
Well, fortunately, you have Tempered Sword now, and you can just
Yeah.
lay waste to most of these things.
So yeah, getting to pod will be pretty easy after this because of the Aga portal.
Yeah, I think right now the thing that would concern me is just the wonder if boots are potentially the next progression item.
I see.
Because of that bow knowledge, because of the 2 dungeons that are accessible. Those aren't boots.
Yeah, I mean, they could be very easily just sitting in the front of Eastern or something.
They
silly.
could be. They could be on Catfish. Happened to me 3 years ago.
Oh.
Well, I never got them. My opponent did.
Oh, I see. Ew, Agawon Overworld.
Are you going to Eastern or Pod?
You're right. I
Okay.
forgot which way I was going.
Yeah, it was actually a seed very similar to this, in fact. It was an Aga seed, but my opponent got Zora money in the front of Escape, left the front of Escape, went to Zora, got boots.
Oh, I see.
And since it wasn't an Aga seed and boots weren't hard required, I never got boots because there was no reason to go do that, I thought. Until he eked out a slight win, thanks in large part to having boots for an hour more than I did.
Yeah.
But that's fine. It's, that's why sometimes you make calls based on information you have and odds, and it doesn't always work out.
Yeah, I do have a little bit of NMG experience. I'm like 138 at this point.
It's pretty solid.
Hi. Oh, guess he went mid. Yeah, I learned recently that Kiki's jump height is random when he's jumping on the button.
That I did not know.
Yeah, I learned that like a couple weeks ago. Oh, this is a pendant dungeon. Ew. I mean,
That's okay though.
I have no qualms with dipping into pendant dungeons when I have to. I understand that's necessary sometimes.
Yeah, and right now it's your most dense location. As long as it's not bow locked, and we're not bow locked yet.
Yeah, having a bottle would be nice, but I'm just gonna check this one and then come back. If it's not the big key, I mean, well.
Oh. Okay, game.
Good lord.
Okay, game. Oh, this game and its sense of humor, I swear.
So what, 2?
Yep.
2 keys, 1 item.
Quality bow. It's so good. And in that situation where you're walking through that last hallway, given that unless you find probably just mirror your death warping back to the front, it's fine to take
I see.
damage along the way.
3, 4.
Chromius layout.
Oh. Keep your tally marks.
Worst layout, forcing me to check the
what?
big key chest.
Sorry, what did you say?
Just crummy layout.
Oh, layout, okay.
would have taken anything else there except for small key 4, because now you have to go check the vanilla big key chest.
Yeah.
To the
Oh, that sucks. That didn't work. Yeah, I went to pick up my bomb and pressed X on accident. That's 5. So I'm thinking I'll just keep clearing pod unless something absolutely ridiculous shows up. Like if I don't know. I'm sure like some elite runners might bail after the bow or whatever, but I'm not sure.
No, in this situation, no. You full clear it.
Okay.
You've made the commit now. Like the only question I think in this dungeon right now is if Hammer shows up, do you beat Helmasaur? If there's an item on it.
I see.
Otherwise, you still have 4 items. Backtracking to Eastern slash Zora right now, which is the last logical location, I think.
Yeah.
No, this is definitely the call. It is still denser than everywhere else, even though it's a pendant.
Yeah, I guess my next plan, that's all 6 keys, would be to go to Eastern after this, because that is full clearable now.
Yes, I agree. Providing that nothing else comes. But I would still think Eastern next is fine, because you're not really hoping to come back to this area. Okay.
Probably still going to Eastern, but I guess now Zora's open afterwards if Eastern has nothing. Map is still out there. Oh
okay,
boy.
Pod. Okay, Pod. Okay. Calm down now.
Item on the boss.
Yeah, I think this is the right decision to bail. That hammer opens up way too much.
Oh god, I wasn't even thinking. Yeah, I forgot I could get to the boss, but
No, I think this is the absolute right call.
I don't even need those hearts. I can get some in Eastern, but so Eastern, and then I'll probably go to the village and I didn't even check my map when I was in the Dark World. Probably dip Skullwoods first.
Yeah, I think if you're going through the portal over village, that's totally fair. I mean, you do have knowledge of 2 pendants already, so. Yeah, I think the one routing question for right now, I think starting the Dark World loop, potentially having a beatable, hopefully Crystal Thieves Town is very attractive. I would want to not totally lose sight of the Zora area.
Yeah.
Primarily because you've already checked Catfish, so it's not going to be tied in with Catfish if Mirror shows up. Doesn't mean it has to be done now. It just means it's really not horrible to do in the future, because you're gonna have to go to the top. Zora has been in Logic for a long time.
That is true, yeah.
But going going through Village of Outcasts, if you dip Skull, see if the front is decent. Like that, the Skull Woods play in this situation is another one where a lot of people have very different views. Some people want to be like ultra thorough, others will try to hold off on it without Fire Rod. I don't think there is one clear-cut right or wrong answer.
Bro, I've never seen. Well, I shouldn't say that because I was probably just on the wrong pixel. Yeah, I don't see that skeleton show up very often.
No, he does like to sneak in sometimes, though. Yeah, it's usually, as you noted, like when you're on the wrong pixel.
That's
Did you
one.
find one? That was your first item?
No,
So it was
I've got.
three
I'm pretty
dungeon
sure I've
items,
got.
first three?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that is, this is another situation, like when you found 2 items and then you're in a 50-50, that's another one of those, like, when you get more experienced calls that is different for everybody in terms of whether to gamble last item on the boss versus not. I usually lean toward thoroughness, and I definitely think that early in one's racing time, it's probably better to be more thorough than trying to make skips in like 50-50 situations.
Yeah.
And obviously here it was 100% item in the vanilla big key chest. But...
yeah, I don't feel bad about checking that.
Unless mitts are on Zora or something directly leading to mitts, this was definitely an Agaseed.
I'm just gonna grab.
Which is good.
Yeah, I still screw this up every once in a while. Nothing but money. Well, and a crystal, so.
Yeah. And it, well, hopefully eliminates this area for the remainder of the seed. And it's, a single dip too, which is also good.
Yes.
Now there is a different, there's a couple other philosophies. Vortex of Doom, who mentored me a few years ago, is very partial to, in situations like this, starting hype cave and going like hype to dig, so as to do Village of Outcasts North, in case you pick up like a mirror or a cave or a fire rod. Obviously it has a downside of if you don't get any of those things,
Yeah.
or you don't get anything on your loop to dig game, then you have to save and quit, and you're gonna have to go to this portal anyway. So that's why there's ups and downs to it. The obviously upshot is what the feels bad of going up to Skull, getting nothing.
It's Turtle Rock is pendant.
Yeah, well, early Ice Rod smile. Early Ice Rod and Pendant TR, maybe more iconic duo.
You can't
What was the other 5-6? Did you see that?
I didn't see it.
Okay. I think it's worth taking a check later. I don't think it's terribly important right now. We know one of the other Dark World dungeons is a 5-6, so that is still a little ways off from being relevant.
Oops. Bro.
Kibdo, please.
Oh, don't do this to me. Oh boy.
Alright.
I'm gonna go grab that key. No. Probably could have taken a... Gold sword, very much appreciated.
Yeah, absolutely. This seed has been pretty nice in that regard. Early mail, no shortage of swords, so that's good.
Yeah, if I had like, I don't know, 4 hearts and white sword, I might have gone hype cave first for sure, just to like try to beef up before I go into the dark world. I'm sure like not a lot of runners would do that, but I would probably do it for comfort.
Comfort is exceedingly important. I think it gets undersold. Okay, well that's easy.
It's both items, right?
Yep. So now comes the challenge of not forgetting Skullwoods later, because you've gotten the 2 items. I've certainly never done that. No, it's ice. Okay. Ice and Hera. Don't have access to either yet.
That's cool. Pyramid Fairy is kind of slow. Well, it feels slow. I know. I want that, but
yeah, that's a rough half magic location.
Go do the chess game just in case I get like a bottle or a health refill.
Yeah, and the other thing that you would love to spike, which is unlikely, but you'd love to spike it, is boots. That would be a bit of terrific.
Yes. One. Oh boy. Well, I got plenty of magic. I might as well keep Fire Rod out for a bit. Do it. Thought the horse head was gonna like just chill in that hallway, but thankfully it decided to leave.
Yeah, it's already almost got stuck on the wall there. Let's see, 2 items in the back.
Might take this room a little slow, just because low on hearts, I guess.
It's totally fine. Dying is slower than anything else.
Yes. Miss.
Most of the time their RNG is to go around the edges of the room. So walking straight through, which seems like it's, you know, brazen because
Yeah.
they do a lot of damage, it's usually actually fairly safe, and you can recognize when it's a little off and they're coming straight through the middle. But again, that just comes with additional times of going through those corridors.
Yeah. Well, that was a very clutch red potion. That'll help out.
Yep. Let's see, that is item 3 too.
Yeah, I have bad habits for sure. Like I'm definitely killing more enemies than I need to. I'm definitely picking up more little safeties. Like I almost went out of my way to get those 5 arrows that I don't really need.
Yeah, I mean, again, like it feels like a broken record, but I remember being told the same thing. It's just the more seeds you play, the more you play these situations in different situations, the more you get used to when it's okay to be more cavalier, and when it being averse to taking damage is the right approach. I think, like, you're sitting here on a heart and a half, you'd prefer not to die.
Yeah.
In this dungeon, I think it's totally fine to just assure that you don't, because it's slow to get back here. I mean, you're in the dungeon, but
Oop, meant to face right there, but
one more.
yo.
Nice powder game. The dungeon gave you 2 CAC checks. That's fun.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So I'm gonna continue to hype cave and then probably save and quit and try. What do you call it? Then I go to Zora if I don't have anything groundbreaking.
Yeah, I think that's definitely the right call. Because again, that dungeon gave you 2 checks, and they're not the greatest in terms of efficiency and being able to route in with anything. It also gave you the beat of Skullwoods with no items in the back. That's pretty much just a before GT play now.
So my go mode is kind of interesting now because of not needing Mire or Turtle Rock. Like, I don't even know if I don't think I need Red Cane technically, and I don't.
You may need it if the GT big key is Samaria.
Yeah. I don't need Flute unless there's something in Mire. I don't need medallions unless there's something in. And like I'm pretty sure Mire or Turtle Rock is gonna have something. No, you can.
Okay, that's actually not horrible. But without boots, it feels worse. Because Desert could very easily be boots locked.
Yeah.
I think kind of, start thinking about, all right, Zora area doesn't lead to anything. When do we start making the call for going back for the CAC checks versus taking a gamble on desert?
Yeah.
But we still have some things here.
Oh,
Okay,
boy.
doke. Okay, there we are.
I don't even need to. Where
Yep.
am I going next?
How you want to get out and you want to mirror. Honestly, right now, poof.
I'm gonna go check the Hylia Island because I didn't never looked at it.
Yeah, you also have K45 and Combo's tablet there. It's your call whether you want to route that in right now, or if you do Hylia Island, I would do that into Guy Under the Bridge into Zora area.
Yeah.
And just knock that out, and then like the mountain stuff feels very attractive at this point.
Oh. Well, mirror was required because of swamp.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't have enough money. I needed more.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta get that clear rate up. Let's see. So for go right now, you need mitts. You need hookshot.
Yes.
You may need boots. You may need Samaria.
Yeah, we've got a lot of like 50, maybe items sitting there. At least need the hook shot and the mitts.
Yes. It would not shock me if either one of them is up on the mountain right now. It would
Yeah.
actually feel probable. It would actually feel probable.
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I do like the idea of going up the mountain because of just there's a lot of checks up there, right?
Yeah, you have a tablet. You've got two things in Hera. You've got Spiral Cave. You have 7 things in Paradox. Obviously, you hope that Hera is a nice layout and avoid the basement. Alright, this area, this section was a bust.
All good.
You also technically have Spike Cave.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
It's, let me see, what do you have 7 hearts, cape.
I think it should work. Well, we'll see.
Without hook, yeah. I don't know. I would prioritize all this other stuff.
I do have a bottle. I mean, it would be like using a bottle and all my magic.
Yeah, I think it's after you exhaust the light world mountain checks, and then you start considering whether you want to knock out a one-off like that versus going back to knock out the CAC checks or knock out the mirror checks.
Yeah.
Especially without boots, it doesn't feel wonderful to get back up here, do another mountain climb, but I would not, like, for example, do Paradox and then, bomb jump and come back to the top of the mountain and then go do Spike Cave. I don't think that's worth it at all. So I think right now the play is to just play for this light world mountain check array here, and then see where you stand after that.
Freaking sword beams.
Yes. Sword beams are a blessing and a curse.
Yeah. Yeah, so if I have like a red sword, sometimes what I'll do in that beetle room is like slash right, because you'll get a nice little rebound off the right beetle, and then you'll be able to kill the left one. Oh, nice double kill. I meant to pick up the bottle, but what am I doing? I don't have boots. I really need to learn the sword spin strat.
Oh, Hera, you and your 50/50s.
So I do know a lot of people like to skip the Hera basement. What do you think about it in this case?
You're 2 from go. Right now, this is not an easy call. I would probably skip it, do Spiral Cave, do Paradox, and see where I am, and see if that opens up anything else for you.
Yeah.
And if you need, if I think leaving I think leaving Hera Basement in this situation offers something to also pair with Spike Cave if need be.
I see.
Because I would really prefer, like in this spot, to be getting to the 8 items that you can pretty much get in the same time it's going to take you to get that one in Hera Basement.
For sure. Yeah,
And
even like a hook shot or something or boots might make that Spike Cave a little easier. Just bombs.
In this situation, you want to go through Spiral Cave first.
Okay.
If you're going to do it. Yeah,
okay.
Go through Spiral Cave and then go through the bottom of Paradox with the mirror block deletion.
Gotcha.
That way you don't have to come back to the top of the mountain. Because I think if this is a bust, it's probably not a play to stay on the mountain. I think it's pick a situation, whether it's like knocking out Sick Kid, the Bat, doing K45, Bombo's Tablet, and then making a call about, taking the shot at Desert. You have Hookless Swamp too, which is definitely not alluring. If you go up to the ledge above, when you go up here past the 2 red Tektites, you can just, whatever, screw them. Go through the right hole. If you use the mirror block deletion, that saves time in terms of accessing this.
Oh, thank you.
So you don't have to go all the way down and drop down the hole and do that other stuff.
Oh boy.
Okie doke. Well, there's the answer for the next play. Nice flute.
Good
nice
lord.
Let's see this Paradox Cave and Pod.
Well, we're definitely walking to the village now to activate that flute, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yep, and then you can activate flute, knock out Sick Kid. Probably worth it to knock out the Bat here too. Because you may be mitts from go mode, so all of those other checks in the Smith chain might just be rendered moot.
That's a good point.
Especially with Kane showing up. That eliminates um, 5 locations in GT from being locked out for you, which is good. Which would mean it's just 1 in 22 that could be locked by boots. And if desert's not boots locked, it could very well be mitts from Go. Mitts and Swamp is a very popular meme. So you want to do Sick Kid first?
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Sick Kid. You're hurting for money, but now it's all good.
I took his 230 money. Yeah, I hate to say something inappropriate here, but I do like doing left side swamp. I'm sorry if that hurts anybody's ears. I'm just kidding. I know some people are allergic to left side swamp, but like, I don't know. Yeah. I don't. Well, I guess boots would make it a lot faster, but I don't hate checking it. Wow. I'll make sure to bleep out left side swamp before I post to YouTube.
In this spot, though, I would definitely beat the boss first. Because if mitts are on the boss, then there's a very decent chance, at least I would say, that you're in Go mode. And don't have to go to left side swamp.
I see.
If you were 2 or more from Go, I would absolutely, I would personally be checking left side swamp too. But 1 from Go, if you're taking that extra time, especially without boots, to do left side swamp, that could just be time that's whittled away for nothing when Go mode is just along the path.
Yeah. I got confused. I thought I was in swamp already. I am not. Oh boy. Got the bomb throw off before I took damage. Big key. Hey, thank you for the raid, Shien Cat. Yeah, sorry, I'm emote only right now just because I'm in a race, but feel free to post as many emotes as you'd like. But yeah, emote only is just a fair play measure to keep people just try to cut down on potential for cheating. People in this community are pretty cool though.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
we have 1 or 2 every year who have some issues, but
yeah.
Now, the situation here, apologies. The situation here, if you knew that you were definitely 1 from Go.
Oh, good lord.
There we go. Sweet. Then I would say if you definitely know you're 1 from Go, you check the big chest before you do that roundabout room. Since you're not totally set on being in Go mode, I think that's the right call. Because the last thing you'd want to do is, like, I don't know, leave boots.
Yeah, I'll keep checking stuff just in case. I just forgot I had the red cane. I did kind of learn the bomb setup for this last week, but I still want to practice a little more.
Yeah, I struggle with my hands to get in and out of the water, so I do very limited amount of diver down stuff.
I see.
Uh, but I like when I was taught it, it made sense and I could do it, and now it's TLDR harder, so do it less often, but it's definitely helpful. That's right, you got the key from the front. Yeah, so the situation right now,
Should I go straight to desert just to check to peek at the torch?
see the notion right now is you could do that, or you could go to ice. Ice is you said you knew ice, no icebreaker, correct?
I do, yeah.
Okay, so with icebreaker you can check most of the things along the way.
That's, yeah.
Without really slowing down terribly much. You may wind up like leaving an item and say like iced tea.
Okay.
But I think doing that actually makes more sense because you'll be going past those chests anyway. It's a very minor time usage to make those checks. If you walk into boots, then hey, you're totally in go. If not, that's okay, and you go to desert.
I see. Desert and Skull Woods.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know that I needed to reset my spooky value there, but can't hurt. So yeah, I guess I'll do pen gators because they're right here. It shouldn't take too long.
No, and if you, again, if you were in go, you skip it. Probably hit the switch. Actually, you'll definitely hit the switch.
Yeah, unless this is the
I would
big
probably
key, right?
say hit it, unless you get the big key here, which you didn't. Because the last thing you really want to be doing right now is going hunting for the big key.
Yeah.
Particularly if it's an iced tea.
So much easier with the boots buffer, but oh, that was. I don't even know if I did that right. Whatever. Almost. Yeah, I don't know if facing down when you place the block is legit or not. I don't know why that keeps happening. But
Is it moving just one pixel too far?
there we go. Is this even randomized?
In this situation, if that had been a small key, I probably would have been inclined to skip this.
I see.
But since you've already hammered that one peg for the small key that you need. Okay. hopefully not needed.
Yeah.
Hopefully not needed.
There's-
Hopefully not needed.
The whole thing just lit up.
Yeah. Can pull pedestal.
Yeah, that's the hardest part. Is just that's why I don't really like doing bombos for this, but I didn't really have any way to get magic, so we are not dying today. I could probably just go aggressive on these guys with a gold sword.
Yeah, you're at
I'm
this
trying
point,
too hard to set up.
Once your health was replenished.
Missed. Yeah, I was trying too hard to like set up spins and what have you, but
Yeah, cold stairs once they break containment is it's a bit of a pill.
bro, wrong number. Let's peek at this really quick.
Alright, game.
What jokes do you have for us today?
Well, if it has any more jokes left, it's down to very simple ones. You're not necessarily screwed. Okay, boots required. Boots required.
Well, we
Let's see,
can
Mire
at
Shed.
least... Yeah, Mire Shed, for sure.
Mire Shed checkerboard here. I'd say Mire Shed checkerboard here. Beat Skull Woods, so it's done.
Okay.
To get it out of the way.
Oh my
never
God.
mind. No, there we go. It's just that easy. This game's too easy. It's just so easy. Now, I would say the one call you have left to make that I think is 100% valid either way is whether you want to go get those silver arrows.
Let's think.
I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with doing it if you want to do so. You know, you're not getting half magic.
Yeah,
It's also your call as to whether you want to put something in your bottle before going to Moth / going up the mountain. Those are just the couple of things to think about ahead of time. And again, comfort level I think is exceptionally important.
I'll probably grab a blue bottle. And then since I mean, it's actually not too far out of the way because it's right next to Skullwood, so I think I'm gonna grab the arrows. It'll help with the climb, just in case I do run out of magic. I should be okay without them, but it'll really help with Armos and with Landmos and...
Yep, that's, again, it's totally legitimate. I would say that if you're going to get the silvers, right now I would say probably if you're going to put a potion in the bottle, flute to buy the potion, then flute to 8 and go through the whirlpool down there to go up to the to access the lumberjack tree. That is the faster way to get up there.
I see.
Doing anything off of Skullwoods right now is actually going to be slower. Since you have mid-Stark World access, it's going to be easier to just stay in the Light World for those 2 checks, and then flute into CAC and go north through Village of Outcasts portal.
I see. Whoa, bucko. No empty bottles. Yeah, that took, like, no time at all, and it's an infinite amount of safety.
Yeah, going straight up there. Straight up on the
thank
previous
you.
screen. Yep. Yeah, I don't play NMG, so, like, the portal stuff was, like, really new to me. Save for, like, a few usages in seeds until I started playing cross keys, and then you wind up using them far more frequently for faster routes around the world.
Yeah. And I definitely have, like, moments like that. I definitely forget which way I'm going.
It's been a pretty nice seed, all things considered.
Yeah. I do appreciate it, but I guess if the boots weren't right there, it probably would have given us more time to talk about stuff, but yeah,
well,
I guess
the options still remain, though, as theoretical options.
What's that?
The options still do remain, though, as theoretical options. You can still think about them.
That's true.
You know, in terms of density. Yeah, I think at that point you wind up with a couple of, like, real pockets. Up the mountain was almost certainly the most dense area you have left in the entire game. Would stink to make another mountain trip, but compared to everything else, that's when you start getting into those tough calls. Like, how many things in the overworld are quick enough to, like, counter the amount of density that's up on Dark Death. Oh,
I saw that coming, and I did it anyway. I'm probably gonna need to pop the blue potion now. Do this.
In that situation, I think killing them with gold sword or silvers is probably faster, and you might have actually been able to nurse 3 of the 4 torches with lamp, and then been able to get away with the last one.
Yeah.
Again, though, when you get grabbed in these situations, it's easy to. Boy, these other enemies are just not being cool. That's all say about them. They're not cool. Don't
Yeah.
you?
They're trying to get a raise. Ganon.
I mean, they've done a great job. They protected the heck out of that gift.
They did. Yeah, I just wasted a few seconds with that. Whatever.
You got crap RNG from.
Oh no, I meant like
Oh.
my magic refill because I just shot off 3 fire rods in
Yeah.
in frustration.
That's
But
all right. Bird, please.
Bird, please. Yeah, we'll take another refill. We've got so much money.
Yeah, we don't get to take it with us, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, last thing I want to do is run out of magic in Ganon's Tower. I've done a lot of like I did an NMG mentorship thing like a couple months ago, and I think Ganon's Tower is the last thing you work on, but I've started kind of like working backwards through the game again and I've spent a little extra time on Ganon's Tower, but I'm still making some mistakes here and there. But I got to the point where I'm not really scared of it anymore, and like magic isn't really a thing if I do it right. But I definitely want to have it for a race situation. Have the blue bottle, I mean.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I didn't think about it till you were already in Paradox, but in this situation with Turtle Rock not yet opened, it is, I think, actually a little bit faster to go through Super Bunny. With Turtle Rock open, if you don't get dead rocked, it is faster to go through Paradox and go through the open portal. But I think it's marginal. I think it's very marginal.
I see. Bro.
And there's greater certainty when you go through Super Bunny. Yeah, that's pretty wild that you got hit on that, actually.
That's been happening quite a bit recently. It's probably just me taking a bad path on that screen.
Do you have a particular route that you tend to do here in GT?
I'm gonna do hope chests and then go full left.
Okay.
What's on the torch? Almost a full inventory. Oops. Now's a great time to check the stun prize. 10 arrows.
Yeah, you want to be out of here.
Oh,
With you have, you're actually okay. That since you had a potion in your back pocket.
I see.
If you didn't, I think checking, or if you were like short of safeties, because right now you're in a precarious situation.
I'm just gonna pop the potion now. It's not.
Yeah, that in that spot, I think I probably would lean toward, especially given you were down to like 4.5 hearts, something like that, of caping through that room, just to avoid taking extraneous damage. Good thing is you do have powder. So
I forgot I had the mirror shield too. Yeah, that was just kind of like too close to death, so I was just
Oh,
pop the
at that
potion.
point, yeah, at that point you absolutely use it. In this situation, I would be fine with going to the refill room if you felt you needed
Oh.
to. But you should be largely okay here. BMOSes are the biggest issue.
I forgot. I only have 9 hearts.
Yeah, that's been the one thing that's been a little bit sparse in this seed.
Bro, what are you doing?
Even though it will screw up their RNG, I would consider.
Yeah.
It depends. Depends on how confident you feel in these next few rooms. But again, avoiding potential death here, you're gonna have opportunities to refill health and refill magic.
Yeah, I forgot all about that bunny beam there to powder, but I think I can usually be fast enough with boots to dash in, powder, and then really quickly dash out. It doesn't really hurt you that much. Depending on the strat you're using for Mold or for land mode 2. Right in the.
There you go. You may need to reset the room. Magic, please.
Magic, please.
That felt like that should not have taken you moving back up. Okay.
More stuff that's never happened before. Well, we've got powder, so no big deal. What just happened there? I have noticed sometimes if you have like a Samaria block on the screen that Link just dashes slow. I don't know what happened with sprites there, but Link just was not dashing. I've noticed it mostly in the hub room in Pod, because that's, I don't know why, like, because I'm trying to test out that that's what is it called, stair
extension.
Yeah, like testing that, and then there's usually a Samaria block, and then you're dragging against the railing to try to get a key dash, and it ends up like Link just doesn't dash.
Oh, why blue ball? That could have been a double triple. Did they not give you one at the outside?
Should have caped there, but
no, you're good.
I will take a 4 cycle every day. That's fine with me.
Yeah, I also think they stole a hit from you.
What's that?
I think they stole a hit from you.
I
think you might have gotten one counterfeited from like hitting at the same time in the first cycle.
I see. Yeah, I mean, if the balls hit him on the same frame, right, then
yeah,
you get robbed. Now, gold sword and silvers, this should be pretty easy. thinking outside the box, and there's evidence of thinking inside. 2, 3, 5, 6. One more for fun. God. Well, that's fine. All good. Yeah, sometimes I don't go left enough after I dash into his hitbox, but we lost like 10 seconds. No big deal. 2, 3, 5, 6. Oh.
You also have Burna if you absolutely need him, but you're almost OCO right now.
3, 4.
You just don't want to run out of magic for lighting the
6,
torch.
7.
Yeah. Uncave. Okay.
Don't do it. Oh, you absolute jerk. That's fine.
All right.
We're okay.
That's okay. That's okay. Right on you. Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna wait a cycle here.
Yep, that's totally fine. Oh, just a little bit early.
Buddy. Not good.
Okay. Get the one hit here.
Oh,
you got double.
It.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice. GG's.
Thank you.
Make sure to click that you finished it.
What happened?
One.
It said something wrong. Yeah, I don't know. My Google Chrome is being dumb.
There it goes. All right.
My internet's fine. I think my browser specifically is doing stupid things. All good.
Yeah, I remember being in a race on race time once, in which that's when they randomly started like updating all accounts, and everybody got logged out. And
oh no,
the finish times were so far off from what reality was, depending on when people could actually log back in. It was pretty comical.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I mean, if it was like a serious tournament, then we would retime it, but sewing kit for sale. So yeah, I don't know if there's anything specific you wanted to like that you saw it you think I should be working on. I'm definitely open to chat after, or maybe this weekend if you're available.
Sure, yeah. I say that there's a lot of and I was in the same boat too, and I probably still am in a lot of certain respects, depending on things. But again, just getting used to movement around screens in the rando sense versus the NMG sense. Coming, like one very quick example is coming out of Sanctuary. It is quicker to come out of Sank, go left, and like hug the left wall as you go downward, rather than going straight down between the row of bushes in the whatever we want to call that area directly in the front of Sanctuary.
That little front garden thing.
Hmm?
That little front garden area thing.
Yeah. Going straight down there and then left is actually longer than going to the left and holding and effectively quote unquote pumping against the wall as you go down.
Oh, I see.
There are little ones where I believe it's left walls and downward walls. You can gain tiny little increments of time, but in that it's actually slightly more because that is a very, even though the other route going through the garden is like a straight line, it's actually a longer route. Trying to think what other things. One thing I definitely saw a couple times up on the mountain, and